talking X positivity, power, and pleasure with Jerry Johnson, Jesse Wu, and more. So this lady in the middle is on the Harlem Show. I like that show. This woman over here is Tori Hart, which is Kevin's ex. Whew, Lord, I don't know who this woman is. We know blue hair. And Jesse Wu, I don't know what she does in life, but people seem to know who she is.
Real queer sex. Like, I love making love to women. I love when women feel pleasure. You know what I mean? It was also important for me to show that femininity in the sexuality as well, and that versatility, because I'm versed.
But we're more hesitant into showing more of ourselves because we are judged, especially Black women. Because if we see Taylor Swift sleeping with this man and next week she got another man and singing about another man, I ain't never really hear her being called a hoe like Lori Harvey gets called a hoe.
Right.
Yeah. Who I only might have seen. We don't even know she's sleeping with some of these men.
Right.
We don't know what any of these people are.
Right.
But it's very sad that it has to always come to the point.
Be our own.
Yeah, you gotta hide.
Always got to be about Black women. People call Taylor Swift a hoe. I don't know. Like, y'all might not be on those spaces. They definitely been calling Taylor Swift a hoe for a while because she been around, like the digital underground.
Gotta change that.
Yeah.
Also, though, I think white women just get this privilege that Black women or Hispanic women, other women just will never have. White women are revered. Like, there's a whole culture around protecting the white woman.
So many Black women have died.
Okay.
And black
men have died behind the sexuality of a white woman and the protection of, the sexuality of that white woman.
And now they all look like light skinned Black women to me.
They all look like,
I can't tell. Taylor Swift is the last white woman alive. She's the only one. She's the only one. The rest of them, I'm like,
That's a plain vanilla.
I said Keisha. Oh no, that's Alex. Sorry, girl.
Now, Jesse, you came up with a term. Zozo?
Yeah.
Oh, Zozo. Tell me what Zozo. What is Zozo?
Zozo is a penis.
Oh,
It's a penis, but we say it in Creole.
Okay.
Like, when I first started making content, I did talk a lot about like sex. But when I would talk about it,
Black women are over sexualized. Oh my God. It's because we're Black women. Oh, is that what your show is about, Jesse Wu?
I would talk about either like past experiences or experiences from friends. And even then it was seen as, oh my God, like, why are you talking about this? I'm like, we're all getting angry. And so, yeah, in my culture, it was really horrible to say it. Like, it was horrible, like, as a Haitian girl, to acknowledge that you have had sex. I started having sex at 19, and I didn't tell my mom. Like, she kept talking to me like I was a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I was like, Mom, I had sex. What? I come from a very religious background.
Right.
And so I remember like going to, I felt a deep depression, and I went into a revival my friend was having at a Jamaican church. I'm like, I'm going to hell. I'm dying. I'm this over for me.
Damn.
And he came to me and he said, Miss, God is telling me to tell you to forgive yourself. He's already forgiven you. I adopted a new outlook on it, but it still took me years to be like comfortable with sex.
I think that, like, especially with your Haitian background, I have a Southern American background, and it has a lot of shame attached to sex, especially for women. And like, and growing up in my household, there was 3 of us sisters and 3 brothers. And so it was never told to the boys to, to treat women well or to be respectful. The conversations were given to us to not be sluts, to not open our legs, to basically to not have sex at all.
Yeah.
So similar to y'all, I didn't start having sex until I was 20. And I basically wanted to do so because I felt, I didn't feel pretty. I wanted to be wanted. And so I started having sex as a hoe. Like, I just, was out here in college and just spreading it wide and laying it out.
Like most people do that, but don't feel bad.
Well, no, I don't feel bad. It was great. Not a great time. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah, I went to college and I was a hoe. I was a 304, Whoredom all 2025. Somebody said something. How dare you talk about Black women? Woo, Lord. This is something that y'all really freely can talk about. I'm not saying that I can't talk about it, but child, why with every damn conversation and then start talking about because I'm a Black woman? No, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. It's okay. It's okay if that's what you want to do. But then when someone starts to talk about you, then you get mad because somebody is talking about you. Then you want to blame it on being Black. No, it's because you don't shut the fuck up. We already know Light Bright's half of her damn story. Child, how much of a story do we know about, oh my God, what was the singer's name, child? From Crowned. Selena Johnson. Remember Selena? I believe she had a B or 2 allegedly, and she was running around fighting people that night over her husband that wasn't her husband at the time. Y'all remember that story? Then we all know Kendra G had an AB as well. Why are y'all telling this shit? Why? This is the only conversation you have to offer somebody? Why aren't you having a conversation about telling these people, like MTR was just saying, to not have freaking babies when you're so damn young, you ain't established, you ain't married, you ain't got shit, you ain't trying to get shit, you won't have shit, then you be dependent on some damn body. Nope. We're going to talk about what we did in college. Okay. I mean, I guess we all could do that, but what good does that do? I'm just saying, child, what do I know?
It's just so sad that women, especially Black women in my experience, have
everything always got to be especially Black women, child.
This shame and this like barrier of religion when it comes to sex.
Yeah. And the thing is that the religion factor takes the pleasure out of it.
Exactly.
Because it's like almost immediately I'm already
You're
thinking
guilty.
about
You're
now
going
I
out.
have to go repent. Now I have to go.
And in Europe, they're having a conversation so early. In America, most people have their first time in places like cars, whereas in Europe, most of the time it's in your house, and your mom is like, here's the protection. In America, if you like somebody has a condom, right, when you're younger, it's like, ew, why do you have a condom? Are you having sex? But in Europe, it's like, why don't you?
Like
you need to, you know. And so the culture is just different. The way we talk about it is surrounded in so much shame that we grow up being like, and it's not until we get in our 30s when we're like, actually, I gotta figure out what the fuck this is.
Can I add one last thing too? Have y'all moms ever talked to y'all pleasurefully about sex? Like I realized, like I remember one time my mom was like, no, you can you can live with your husband. We can all live together because like in Haiti it's so communal. You live on top of each other. And I was like, no, like what about when we have sex and I'm screaming? And she's like, why are you screaming during sex? You know, right? And I'm like, because I'm coming.
Yeah. Oh, you said that to your mom?
Yes.
Oh, I still wouldn't say that.
I realized that coming was not a priority for my mother.
Yes.
And my mother had.
I promise you, I don't want to know that. And yes, I'm calling it clowned on purpose. I promise you, I don't want to know about none of my mother's sex life at all in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not trying to share none with her. I don't need you to tell me. I'm going to figure it out eventually. And guess what? I figured it the fuck out without her help. Like, what are we talking about right now? Did your mom tell you about how to be pleasured with sex? Child, that's what books are for. Actually, that's probably one of the reasons why I am such a reader because, or was, I'm not saying I am now, but when I was a child, I definitely was an avid reader. And the books, Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, everything by Judy Dan Bloom, like all those things that talked about girls growing up, young girls, she was shoving them things in my face. Yeah, child. And I'm reading it all. That's where I'm learning from. I don't want to have no discussion like that with my mom. Sit down with my kids and I said, child, we're going to talk about sex, all right? And I did that. That's it. I don't want to know about my kids' pleasure and how they pleasure and all that. No, I don't want to know. They'll figure it the fuck out. I gave you what you needed to do so that your ass don't get pregnant and so that your ass don't get no diseases. That's all I got for you. I don't want no nothing else.
4 kids.
And they came once.
But Tori, that makes me think about you because you have a daughter.
Right.
So do you talk to, she's not having sex yet, as far as you know.
We are very open.
And you
we
talk about
everything. I'm the mom that I get to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, she ain't having no sex yet.
And but was that ever a difficulty for you? Because you didn't have that, right?
Well,
You said your mother.
my grandmother was a minister. 2 aunts are ministers. 3 uncles are ministers.
Oh,
so
your house was the church.
That's why I moved far away from all of them to Los Angeles because I was like, I don't like this. It feels like a cult in a sense. Yes, I used to sneak and do a lot of stuff because I feel like I could talk to my mom.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So therefore, my daughter, like anything she wants to do, I'm like, come to me first, talk to me. Anything, I will not judge you. It's an open door for you.
The crazy thing is, I had a young mom, and I was always like, la 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 la.
She was trying to.
She was talking about, oh my God, she was always, and my mom worked at the bar. Oh, she was a hot girl. And so my sisters and my cousins was all getting and stuff like. I was like, I'm not gonna have sex until I'm married. I put that on myself. I'm like, moms are supposed to be in the house cooking and doing. She was outside. My mom was on cops twice. This was outside.
No, she wasn't on cops.
Not
on cops twice. Let's talk about it.
Right, yeah. Hey.
Yes, and she had.
They know better than to feed me anything because I do not care.